Good morning. Good morning. Vlogging in public, technically, but no one's really here but me. Technically, I'm not supposed to be here until like 6 a.m. and it's like 5:45 because I want to come watch the sunrise and just kind of be at the ocean finally. It's been a while. Welcome to a vlog. This is the fourth attempt at a vlog. More so that the first three just didn't work out because I'm boring. Like, it was me doing the same thing over and over again. I couldn't even get through the first vlog of editing. So, like, I tried a second, tried a third, and the third I just gave up. I'm like, there's just nothing interesting whatsoever. So, good times there. So I think what this will mostly be is probably me cooking, because I really need to change my eating habits and just genuinely cook. I haven't cooked, like, daily in a long time. And we need to fix that. And then maybe I'll sprinkle some other things through here. I don't know, we'll see. It's hard. I truly don't do much outside of work. Just kind of depressing. I also totally forgot to bring an ND filter, so this is being shot super, like, closed aperture. So that way it's not super overexposed. But if I do this, overexposed, technically. This is like F4 right now. I was shooting most of the stuff before this at like not even shooting F16, so good times. But it is what it is. Alright, I'm gonna just enjoy the sunrise and check back in with you in a little bit. Alright, checking back in because it's time to do what I mentioned this like vlog series will pretty much be is just me cooking, which didn't work today, which is I was also up at like 4 in the morning to go watch the sunrise at almost 6 a.m. I need to eat something. I don't feel like cooking, so we're gonna be a little lazy. I did do groceries earlier after I watched the sunrise, so I did like get actual food. I do have like some salmon that I bought. I have some burger patties and things like that, so like I can do some like actual cooking. I also have some frozen ground beef in the freezer, so I can like make something. But I feel like being kind of lazy this evening, which is I want spaghetti and meatballs, which I don't normally crave spaghetti and meatballs. Usually I'll just eat meatballs on their own with just a little bit of sauce because it's like a bit pretty filling. And I do have frozen ones. I know, baby steps here. I made meatballs like one time in my life and they came out terrible. So we'll revisit that in the future. Alright, I'm gonna let that preheat a little. I'm gonna get some water going. And even though this is already ruined, I'm gonna put some aluminum foil because I don't feel like scrubbing it, so let's do that. Note to self, too much pasta. When you think you have enough pasta, take a little bit back. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, welcome to tomorrow, which in this case is Monday. And I have zero desire to cook because I'm just stressed out from work, and then also stressed out by this cabinet door specifically. And I'll show you why. So as you can see, there is a lovely issue here. And that's that this door keeps falling off because of this. The holes, like there's so many holes, they are not all from me. That's kind of the problem, is that they keep breaking because the holes are too close together, so basically the weight of the door stressed on the screw is then stressing on the cheap wood, because this is like probably just MDF kind of pretty much, and then it's causing it to just break. And then it happened up here, which you can kind of see. So yeah, it's turn my screen around so I can see. But yeah, it's getting real fun to constantly have to make new holes. And it's like my landlord's not going to replace these whole cabinets unless they just like literally break. So, I mean, she'll replace them when I move out probably, but not when I'm living here. And it's like I gotta work early, and then I'm like, oh, let me just like get a snack. So I come to open the door, and the door just literally falls on me. Like the screw literally like got yanked out because there was no support for it. So what I did this time is I hand screwed them back in because they're self-tapping screws. So I very, very carefully, while holding the door, hand screwed them all back in because I've been using the power drill, and I think maybe just the force of that drill is making the screw one go a little too quickly, even though I'm not. I'm like doing the pulsing when I do it, but I think because it's fast either way, it's making it weaker. So I figured if I'm doing it by hand, it's less likely to crack. I crack the wood around it, and it's less likely to like break as it goes in. So I'm hoping it'll stay in place just long enough for me to move out of here. Like I would leave the doors off, they screw it and have like open shelving, but as you can see, there's a bowing shelf in here. So I really don't want to do that. But it is what it is. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna just let my body be stressed, and I'm just gonna make a sandwich for lunch, dinner. Jesus Christ, I wish it was on my lunch at this point. But yeah, I'm just gonna make a little sandwich. So we got our sub rolls, and then we got our lovely meat products, and that's just what we're gonna do. All right, I'm drawing like full vlog style here at this point. Can I even open the? Okay, I can. Need my aluminum foil. But yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. I think a large part of my like, cooking issue is that I'm just constantly stressed out from work, and then to cook and deal with like dishes and mess and having to just think it's just my body don't want to deal with it. Doesn't want to deal with it. And then I'm in a kitchen that's literally falling apart. Like these doors are always crooked, and this entire cabinet up here is crooked. It's like it's landlord special is what most people call it, where it's like it's enough to do what it needs to do, but it drives you up a wall. It's like I don't make enough money to buy a house, I don't make enough money to get a better apartment, etc., you know? That I get this janky cabinet life over here. Alright, fresh deli meat. Yazoo, did you have a good time in the... Yeah? He's just staring at me from behind the camera now. He knows. Alright. I hate the feeling of cold meat. I don't care that it's cooked. You know, like I don't care. I don't like the feel of it. I hate it so much. Bro, you were just in there. You were just in there. Oh, that's like heating up. Alright, work it goes. Alright, I need to go wash my hand. I don't like the feel of deli meat liquid. The zoo decided he needed a second round of bathroom time. Alright, let's... Salt. Pepper. And we're gonna shove this in the oven on a broil. Turn on the light so I can see. And there we go. Just like Subway, pretty much. This is me at my laziest. This is usually more of like a lunch thing and not so much a dinner thing, but... Or I'm so stressed out from work. And then this... It's like just something annoying happened at work, which then kind of spiraled. And then having the cabinet door fall off after work. It's just... It's those little things they just kind of eat at you, and I don't know. So, tomorrow we need to actually cook... I don't know what, but I'll figure it out. Hello, it's... I didn't do this yesterday. No, I was naughty yesterday and I had pancakes for dinner because I didn't really want to cook. And now you're in my fridge. Because I eat my chicken. So... I wanted to do this yesterday, but oh my god, the container just fell off. I wasn't feeling it, so I want to make like almost chicken parm. So I'm thinking, obviously chicken. We got our parm. Normally you'd put a red sauce. I put like a white sauce. So we're gonna do that. Ooh, my calves are burning. All right. Let's make some chicken. I think I'm also gonna make just a basic, like, mashed potato, butter, garlic. I think that'll be good. Alright, let's do that. I will never figure out what goddamn ISO to film in here with. I guess I could have, well... No, actually I couldn't put a light on because I'm using my shotgun mic instead of my wireless mic where I could have put a light. Whatever. So I want to say, you're going to see some blue light in the background because I literally can't control the difference between having a warm boob light up here and then cooler lights over here. So we're going to make it work. Alright, so I already got some oil going on the stove. I have my potatoes already cut and going in a pot because I didn't feel like showing myself cutting up potatoes. It's whatever. It's not really the star. The star is the chicken. Alright, so... Let's get to the point here. So, first off, make sure your chicken is patted dry because it needs to be able to adhere to the flour but not get like goopy. So, usually I'd use all-purpose, but I'm kind of getting low on it. So I'm going to use bread flour just because, honestly, it's going to probably make it a little bit better of a texture anyways. And I don't need a lot of it, but I have just a lot of bread flour, so I kind of need to use it. Alright. So even though my panko, which is what I'm going to use for our breadcrumb part, is seasoned, I'm still going to season the flour, because you want to season every step of the way. Every step needs to be seasoned. So I gotta be careful, because I have my oil in a smaller pot, because it's like I'm just frying one little chicken booby, so I don't really need like a huge pot, or a huge fry pan I should say. Could use a slightly bigger one, but then I'm gonna use more oil, which then makes it a problem. So just be careful what you are frying in, because if it's too small, it could go everywhere at you. But if it's too big, you might need more oil than you really need. It's a mess, but just keep track of your temp, of course. That's like the most important thing. So my flour is just salt, pepper, garlic powder, just like literally mixing with a fork, because life. I don't need a lot of flour, so like I'm not going wild with it. I use this fork because it's like, it all going in the same place, so. Why dirty multiple utensils if I don't have to? You know? You just want the egg mix enough that it looks, you know, like one liquid rather than technically two. Oh, I slide over the side. I'm doing amazing. The worst part is, this is literally how I cook. I just make a mess everywhere. You just usually don't see it. Alright, that's fine. And then, just using basic old seasoned panko. There is Romano cheese in here already, but I think I'm going to add a little bit of parm directly into it. Alright, good. It's like, yeah, I think that'll be okay. Ugh. Where's my grater? How's my oil? Okay. It's like the oil you want like 375, because once you put your chicken in, it's gonna drop a little bit anyways. But you don't want it too hot, because it will smoke and burn. But I'm just using canola oil, so that has a pretty good smoke point when it comes to these things. Sometimes I'll use olive oil because I'm just that kind of girly, but today let's not be foolish. Let's not test my time management skills. I want to just do... it's fine. It's fine. I have like that, just flop it. There. Did I just... Yes, I did just grate my fingernail. Okay, let's get all this parm out. Don't need a lot of it. Parm isn't like the greatest. I just want a little bit of cheesiness. A little extra cheese, you know? Alright, that's fine. Put you away till later, cheese. I also just got new tongs. Super excited about that, because I am approaching my mid-30s, and new tongs is so exciting, because I am an adult. Alright. Let's go ahead. I guess I could use tongs to do this, because I have 2 sets of tongs. But it's like, bro, just keep one hand clean. That's all you really need to do. So, dredge it in your flour. Make sure it's fully coated. Even like little crevices where oil's going to get in, just make sure it's coated. And then just a little shake. Shake, shake, shake. And go ahead and just like get rid of this fork. Boop. Sure it's coated. Let that stuff drip, because too much egg is bad. And then into the breadcrumbs. I probably have too many breadcrumbs in this, in here, but it's like you kind of need extra so you can kind of pat it into the chicken. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to keep it in here. Let's make life easier for me. You know what I didn't think? I had to move the camera. And I got to take the oil, the top of the oil. Hold on. Hello, welcome back. It says it's overexposed, but like it's so dark. That's the problem. Like, I go by my zebras, but I also go by the screen and the meter, but those aren't always the best. They aren't always super accurate. Sometimes your eyeball's just better. Which, it's good to go. Because I have in such a small pot, I literally have it sitting at, it's like a 2, the low heat, because like it's, that's the thing, people, you don't have to crank up the temp on your burner to get oil super hot. Like, just don't crank it, you don't always need to do that. Alright, so when you put your chicken in, you always lay it away from you, not towards you, because you will most likely splatter yourself. So just be really careful. Alright, and we're just looking for it to get essentially golden brown on the outside, and then we're going to pop it in the oven to finish it. And I'm going to get that pan ready real quick. Something that a lot of people don't tend to do, we're going to put like a cooling rack on here. So that way the chicken can sit on here and then air can get underneath it so it doesn't get like wet essentially. Because it's gonna steam on the aluminum foil. So if you just have something for it to sit on so it can get aerated, that is the best thing to do. And then we're gonna pop in the oven probably for like 5 to 10 minutes, or at least until it hits, you know, the right internal temperature. That one's 65 for chicken usually. I'm so used to like beef lately, so yeah, 165. I'm like, I'm used to my beef where I like it a little pink. We don't want pink with chicken. It's bad. That's the dye chicken. All right, this is like already kind of doing its thing. Honestly, can probably turn it already. Be very careful at this stage because it's like, it's just, you don't want to burn yourself, you know? There we go. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Look at her. She's beautiful. She's beautiful and crispy. Oh. Oh. Let's make it work. Ooh. Yeah. Alright. Put that on there. Turn the burner off. Very carefully move this off the heat. If you're the type of person who fries a lot, you could save that oil. I'm not going to. But yeah, this is beautiful. But yeah, look at this. Look at this fry. Okay, I'm gonna like do this. Look at that. That is so beautiful. That is gorgeous. That's a gorgeous fry. The best part is it's barely cooked inside. So you do need to finish in the oven. Please finish this in the oven. Please, 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 please. Please finish in the oven. Alright, perfect. Get my parm out. Oh yeah, that was so much better. Look at that. That's bigger grate. Yeah, I like bringing it closer. I'm realizing like I'm doing this and I have a 20 mil on, so like you're kind of far away. But yeah, look at that. That's so much better. So much better. Okay, this is jarred Alfredo. I'm lazy. I don't feel like making a bechamel or something. Like we're going like Sandra Lee semi-homemade here, okay? That's like where we're at. Or Sandra Lee, or semi-homemade. We just want this to taste good. Alright. I'm just gonna boop, boop, boop. She's getting nice and melty. Boop, boop, boop. And I'll put this in the potatoes. Alright. I'm gonna put this in for like 5 to 10 minutes. Check it, obviously. Temping for 165, and we'll move on to potatoes. So, yeah. Alright, there we go. Also realized this is probably what's overexposed. But, okay. Potatoes are out of the pan. Working on limited space here. It's Mama's kitchen. Alright, I don't really need salt. Alright, so I usually, like it's literally just them in here right now. So I'm going to put a bunch of pepper. I love, love, love pepper. Like, literally. A bit of garlic. Don't need a lot. It's literally just one potato. But I want to taste it. And then the good old milk and butter. This is a 4th cup of milk and 2 tablespoons of butter. Which you think is a lot, but once you start breaking into that that potato, it kind of starts absorbing all that liquid. All the starch is gonna, the starch still in the potato is gonna thicken everything. So I'm doing kind of like, I'm mashing it first, and then I'm gonna whip it. So that way it gets a rather smooth texture. Not fully smooth, because there are gonna be lumps. I don't mind lumps personally, but I do want it whipped a little bit. There. So it's like partially whipped, but not. Alright, I need a spatula. Gotta check on our chicken in a moment here. It's been 5 minutes. Alright. But like literally it's just, you can see it. It's like, it's still loose. It's a little whipped. You can really curl it on itself pretty well. I would say it's almost like the consistency of like KFC potatoes. That's kind of what this is. It's very similar to that. Like there's a lot of fat going up in here. A lot of fat up in here. Oh, that surprisingly needs salt. Oh, I forgot to salt the water. Oh my god. Boom. Alright, much better. You don't need a lot of salt. Just a little bit more. The salt makes a big difference. You can, when there's no salt in potatoes, but you have like pepper and garlic or herbs or whatever, you taste the difference. Alright, I'm gonna check on our chicken and I'll be right back. The downside of using a 20 mil is everything's far away, but okay, I think the chicken's ready. I'm a little worried when I attempted it was over, but it also was sitting under a boiler. So I'm gonna hope it ain't dry inside. It shouldn't be, because there is a lot of fat in this thing. So I'm hoping it will be okay. And yes, I know, typically a lot of people put like mozzarella on top. I did just straight up parm. That's what I wanted. I also didn't have any mozzarella, so. Alright, I'm gonna just use, is it this knife? Yeah, just a straight knife to cut this. Let's actually get our taters situated. We ain't going pretty here, we're going for it's delicious. Alright. And then I'll save the rest of these, because like, I can use those another day. Plus I got these like really cute little 1-cup Pyrexes. They're so cute. And they're so tiny. But like it works perfectly for this situation. When I have roughly a cup of potato. So, you know, hey, why not? Boop. And then I'm just gonna... We out here spending money. We're gonna eat the best we can with what we spent. Like, for one person, a large potato can really go a long way, honestly, so just keep that in mind. I have so many dishes to do. Thank God I have a dishwasher. Alright. I believe you have a vegetable with this, like, I don't know, asparagus or something, but I am not very good at being a veggie person, so. Alright. Hopefully this sounds good. Woo! Hot. What did I expect it to be cold? I mean, it's not dry, that's for darn sure. Woo! Oh god, ball hot. Woo! Oh god, ball hot. We weren't going for like restaurant starring like, you know, placement here. We just want to eat our food and enjoy. That's all I'll worry about. Alright. I'm gonna eat, clean up. I'll check in with you tomorrow. Oh. Hello. Sorry for the laundry going in the background, but it is what it is. So, to end this vlog, I'm gonna make a pizza. Still trying to feel out how to really do this and make it somewhat entertaining, even just for me to watch. Oh, I forgot something. Like me staring at all the things out. But yeah, so this is homemade dough. This is from King Arthur. It's not exactly their recipe. I'm sure I probably mismeasured some of this, but because this is intended for a deep dish pizza and I'm doing just a standard pizza. I mean, it's dough, it works the same, it's just different proofing. But basically, it's just flour, water, olive oil, and yeast. I did double the yeast just because instead of doing a cold proof, which was the dough was for, I did a warm proof, so just like room temp. I proofed it for about an hour and a half, and then let this sit for about another half an hour after like I got it stretched out, just so it can like relax a little bit, so it doesn't recoil as much, and then just so it can kind of actually puff up just ever so slightly, so it can really handle like the toppings and whatnot. I know I keep touching it, just it's so like fluffy. Like you can kind of dimple it, and you can see it's fluffy. Which actually dimpling's not a bad idea in this case, because then the sauce can kind of like get trapped in it. But yeah, so did all that. There's also a folding dough instead of like a kneading. So basically, once it's all mixed in, every 5 minutes you do a fold, which is where you basically kind of pull the dough from under itself and then fold it into the center, turn it, fold it into the center. And yeah, and then you let it sit for like an hour after doing 4 sessions of that. So now we're gonna get this coated with some white sauce. We got some garlic butter that's also mixed with a little bit of vegetable oil, just so that way it holds up a little better in the oven, because I want to brush the sides. So you can kind of get almost like that Domino's-like effect. Not quite, because I don't have like paprika and chili powder and all that jazz. And yeah, and then we're just going to use like regular old like cheddar cheese. And then we're going to toss in the oven at 475. And it's probably about like 15 minutes or so, just until it gets nice and bubbly. I will say be careful when you are putting cheese and sauce and stuff, because if you put too much, it does cause the cheese to kind of get too greasy, because if you have too much cheese, it's just a mess. So let's get this covered up. Alright, pizza is out. It is gooey and cheesy and buttery. This ended up being there about 20 minutes, but pretty good. Decent thickness. Alright, I'm gonna go enjoy this pizza, and then I will see all of you next week, hopefully. Bye!